Hi students, in this video I'm just going to give you an outline of what you should be looking to do in the longer papers that we're doing for this class. And so these are longer than the essays that you write every other week, but they're relatively short as far as papers in a college class go. So these are just about 2 to 3 pages, and it's an analysis of one particular source. So I've given you a selection of sources to choose from, and basically what I want you to do is to explain what the source that you've chosen emphasizes about American society during the period that it was written. So, for example, if you chose the Declaration of Independence, what does the Declaration of Independence emphasize about what American society was like at the time of the American Revolution? And I want you to set out this analysis in 2 parts. First part is kind of your basic building blocks analysis. So this should take up about a page to a page and a half. And first you're going to talk about the author. In the opening paragraph, you're going to talk about the author. Who were they? What was their background? What are they trying to achieve in this text? And then at the end of that paragraph, I want you to give your thesis where you say, this text shows us or emphasizes this particular aspect of American society during this period. And then, second half of the first page, first half of the second page, I want you to talk about the context of the source. And I've divided this into what I've called macro and micro context. Macro context, what are the events going on at the time that it would have influenced this source? So again, if you're talking about the Declaration of Independence, you're going to want to talk about the relationship between Britain and the American colonies and how that's developed in the years leading up to the American Revolution. Then in the section on micro context, I want you to talk about names, places, the events that are mentioned in the source and how they shape this meaning of the source that you're trying to unpack. And then in the second half of the paper, I want you to talk about the themes of the source. I want you to go through and identify, and this doesn't mean going point by point through the source. This isn't a comprehension exercise. I want you to pick out what are some consistent themes that we find throughout the source. What are some consistent values, messages that we find throughout the source that show us what this source was emphasizing about what American society was like during the period that it was written. And so you want to find 2 pretty extensive or 3 shorter themes. This is the point where you really want to show me that you've read the text carefully. You want to have at least 1 quote per paragraph. Probably you want to have some paraphrases, so probably 2 to 3 footnotes a paragraph, and kind of bring out. So then all 3 of these components work together. The author, what is what is trying to do? What does that emphasize about American society? How does the context of the time shape what the author is trying to do? And how do the themes of the source show what the author is trying to do? And you put those together in your concluding paragraph. I hope that helps. Obviously, as always, don't hesitate to reach out to me if you have any questions or concerns about writing the paper.